morning. This is Lola. I'm Lola Rist with LolaRist.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and we are going to start crafting here. Give me a minute to get it pulled up on my Facebook. It always takes a few seconds. There it is. Okay. All right, so we are going to do a gift bag today. Hey, Tina Levitt, how are you? I hope you're having a good weekend, and I'll be seeing you tonight, I guess. We're going to do a gift bag, and it's a special one for our grandson. Hi, morning, Jonna. Good to have you with us. Hi, Vicky Freeze. It's nice to have you watching. But I have been in the middle of getting ready for Stampin' Sip tonight. We have Christmas trees coming down. It's trash day, recycling day, and we are in a mess. So anyhow, I have stuff everywhere, and I hope this all works out. And if it doesn't, know that I craft on the fly. I have an idea in my head what I want to do. I think it's going to work, but I may have to make a mistake. If I make a mistake, I just adjust, and you need to learn how to do that too. So give me a second here and let me get the camera aimed down. And even though I said a gift bag, it has got so many possibilities. So please don't just think it's not one you want to do. Even if you think, well, I don't want to learn to make gift bags, you need to watch and see how well this comes together. Okay, so I am not working in the new catalog today. I'm working in the old annual catalog. And this is the Happy Forest Friends, I believe. And the DSP connects with the stamp set of Happier Than Happy, which is the one that's got all the little animals and things like that. Good morning, Anne. But I really liked this because even though it's from the annual catalog, it's got little hearts on it. And I love that. So I'm going to try, it could be interesting, I'm going to try to make a gift bag with these 12 by 12s. And I want you to see how easy it is to come together and put the bag, and you're going to actually, we're going to hang the card to the front of the bag. This is a trick that I saw years ago Rhonda Wade did, and it is so clever. So watch and learn and see if it works, and you might, if you could cross your fingers for me, that would help. So we're going to start with a 12 by 12, and I want to make sure first thing that I have a 1-inch mark up at the top. So I'm going to start here. I turn my paper at 1. I'm going to start here on this simple scored tool, which I still am not sure I love, but I'm getting better. I've only had, this is number 3 because I bought it twice and didn't like it and I got rid of it. Okay, so we have that. And then I want to score at 2 inches. And I want to score at 10 inches. And I want to score at 2 inches on the bottom. So we scored everything at 2 inches except for the 1 inch at the top, okay? And we're gonna do the same with both. So again, on the second piece, 2 inches, 2 inches, and 2 inches. Okay. So we're going to get rid of this now and lay it over here by the Christmas trees. Okay, so we're going to start with this 1-inch piece, and we're going to turn it over to the back side. And I have a strip of paper that I am going to glue to the top of this. And yes, it's upside down. It's purposely upside down. Okay? Because when I fold it down, I want it to be the right way. Okay. So let me put tear and tape here. And another piece of tear and tape. I know what I forgot. I forgot my pointer. That's okay. Life goes on. This one's got smushed. I'm gonna clip this. Just to make that piece lay down. I just clipped the adhesive. I didn't clip the underside. Okay. And so I'm gonna shred this, take these off. And do it again. Good morning, Ann. I don't know if I said that to you or not. It's nice to have you guys with us. There we go. All right. And remember, I want this to be upside down. And I'm going to stay right next to the score line. Right next to the score line. Okay, so when I fold it, I have that visible. I didn't want the toadstools would have been upside down. If I had folded it, they would have been upside down. Okay, so I wanted a different little piece. So that's why I added that 1-inch strip. We're gonna do the same thing here. And then we can start putting our bag together. And then we'll go to the card and you'll see how easy it is to go together. Okay. And another one. Okay. Let me get rid of these. So I just started taking Christmas trees down yesterday. And it's not that I want them down specific for any reason. I want this upside down, so let me pay attention to what I'm doing here. But the cleaning lady is coming on... That one got off. The cleaning lady is coming... It'll be fine. Tuesday. And I need to be able to get some of this stuff cleaned around. So, all right. So there is the top of the bag, and there's that one. Now, let's go on ahead and go to the bottom of the bag, and let's fold on the score lines. We're going to go on ahead and fold here, and over here. I guess I'm out of view. Okay, so I'm going to take these down here and I'm going to score this. I'm going to cut right at the score line and cut it off. I'm going to do the same thing here. Okay. All right, let's go to piece number 2. Do the same thing. So we're going to fold score lines, fold on the score line, and fold on the score line. And then we're going to cut again. And you do want, when you cut, you want to cut a little dart. I always think of it as Mom trying to teach me how to sew. She gave up on me. But, you know, that notching of those little darts. And that way you don't have any excess paper right there when you go to fold it in. It'll tuck better. So always go over a half of a point. Just a little notch. Okay. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to bring this down and we're going to fold this here. But we have this little piece here, and this little piece is the important part of this. This is what's going to hang the card on it, okay? So this little piece is 8 inches long, and I just, I'll have to read your information. Good morning, Arla. John, I'll have to read about your card label. I bet that would be cute, though. I'll come back and check that out. This is 8 inches long, and it's 2 inches wide. And you may wonder, how did I get this shape out? Well, the idea is that my card is going to hang through here. So I had to figure out a way to do it. And the first time we did it years ago, we had those word punch little labels that you could punch a line. But trying to find something that, for those of you who are new crafters, you wouldn't have those word punch labels. And so this one is found in the Nature's Harvest. If you go to the Nature's Harvest die, you have this long label. And I went in and I got to tell you, I eyeballed it. I don't want to jinx myself, but I couldn't believe how it was absolutely perfect. I eyeballed it there. And then I knew I had to go more, so I just came over and eyeballed another little part and laid it in there and ran the die cut, and it just connected it all perfectly. That's how I did that little spot. Okay? And I got to get this little spot in here, right like this, so that at least that little spot can be visible. Okay? So, and then you ought to be able still to hang that right through there. Yep, that's going to work. So go on ahead, and I'm going to put tear and tape across this. My bag is going to be 8 inches wide. And I'm going to put that right up here. All right, and now that's going to fold down. And when we get the sides of the bag, it'll be like this. This will be the top front of the bag. Okay? Probably ought to put a little... I don't really want to put too much tear and tape here, though, because I've got to be able to get under there. So we're just going to leave it for now, okay? All right, so now I'm going to take this, and I'm going to fold it down. I'm going to run my tear and tape right across the bottom of it. So we got all of our prizes and our goodie bags ordered last night for bingo. Bingo is, we've got one space left open if somebody wants to take it. We have one space left open in person. And then Jonna had shared with me a fun way to do bingo, and I thought we might try that online sometime here soon and give you the option, because I had several people said, I wish I lived closer. All right, so now we fold this down, and we can still get under this little piece right here, okay? All right, now let's go to this other piece, and let's get it folded down with tear and tape. So there's a special person that's going to get this little bag. And it's got actually some special little gifts in it. Okay. So we fold this one down. Now we've got to make sure this is good and crimped right there. And I thought I had my bone folder, but I don't see it. So I'm going to take my ruler and just push it. I'll do the same thing on this side. I want to make sure that that turn right there, that works. And then I'm going to do the same here. And here. All right. Okay. Now here's the worry that I thought, oh man, I hope I got this done right. So what we're gonna do is this bag goes here, this side goes here, and this one goes here. And that's gonna be our gift bag, okay? So I'm gonna go on ahead and put my adhesive on this side. And I want it right up to the edge because you don't want it where it'll gap and then could get torn. The bag could tear. So you want it right there next to it. And while I'm at it, I'm going to do this one too. Okay. All right, but before we adhere it, we need to see if we can notch it. And I brought a paper hole puncher. Let me see if I can get a hole punch right here. So I'm going to put this little edge right there. And I'm going to bring that little hole down here. And give me a second to get a pencil. I'm just going to put a little mark in there. And I'm going to do the same thing over here. Where did my mark go? Huh. Guys, I know I put the mark there, but it's like it's not there. Interesting. There it is. It's on the end of that. It just went right to the stem. Okay. All right, we're going to do the same thing over here and hopefully get it lined up. This is a little bit lower than that one. Let's go this way first, and let's see if I am strong enough to get this punched. I am not a crocodile person. I didn't have the croca, whatever, hole puncher. Pam has one, and I'm not going to get it punched. Hey, Jim. I may need your help, hon. It may not work for me, at which point it may not work for you either. Yeah, I think so, just to see. Otherwise, I've got to figure something else out. I am live. Yep, you will be live, so mind your manners. So Pool Boy is on his way. If you're new with me, guys, this is the way I craft. It might work and it might not, so... But I'm not strong enough to get that hole punch. I've got it where I want it, but it's got to go through 1, 2, 3 layers. Do you see it? So we'll see if he can do it. He has a stronger grip than me. Maybe my hole punch. There we go. Yay! I can hear. Don't leave. We're going to do one more. All right. So I have to see it. And I'll mark it. In fact, I think I'm a little high. All right.
Turn it loose.
Trying not to. All right. Oh, did it move?
I don't know. Did you say if it did or not?
No, go for it. So we're through the DSP twice.
Good grief.
I know. Oh, don't move. This one will be easier because it's only through 2 pieces of paper. So I'm going to take it and I'm going to lay it down here and I'm going to mark my holes so that on the back side it coordinates. This one you probably can do. I did it. All right. Yay, thank you. Everyone say thank you to Pool Boy.
I'll send you my bill.
Tina, I guess I'm going to have to find, he said he'll send a bill. I'm going to have to find a crocodile, a crop-a-dial. I didn't get involved in scrapbooking or anything, and that's one of those things I just never have picked up. So, yep, maybe I need that. All right, so here's our bag parts. Here's the front. Here we go. Okay? We want this to lay right along that edge. So I'm going to take this, and that's where the paper tore. Okay. I'm going to keep my hand above this, and I'm going to just kind of go along here. I'm going to line it up. And there's the front. Okay, so that's one side done. Now let's do the other side. And I think I'm going to go on ahead and put a little bit of tear and tape right along here just so that little piece stays in. So let's do that. And we're just going to pull this and then push that down, and that way that little flap stays attached. Okay? All right, and we're going to do the same thing over here. We're going to put a piece in right here. Oh, I put that on the wrong spot. It'll be okay. It'll work. Okay. Give me a minute. We'll get these pulled. And I'm not going to worry about that one yet. I want to get this one just right. Let's go this way. So Tina, where do you find your crocodile? Did you get it at like Michael's or Hobby Lobby? Something like that? Okay. I've got that one on, and I'm just going to go in here and pull that little piece of tape. And smooth it down. Okay, so we've got our bag, we got our hole, we've got our handles, we got all that. Let's get the bottom done, and then we'll go to the quick card, and we are done. And my card is just going like this, my bag is. And I could have left the little circles or the squares on there and just notched, but I'm good with what I'm doing because I know what's going in here. So I'm going to do this. And I'm going to do it again, right up here. Yeah, I tell you what, Pool Boy is a huge help. I could not do things without him. All right. And here we go. I want to get it to Okay, there's our bag. Okay, now let's go to the card real fast. So the card is one that is actually going to be 11 by 4 1/4. I don't do a lot of cards that open this way. I like my folds to be, I don't know, I just like, if I were to do this kind of a card, it would have the fold on the side. But for this purpose, it needs to be this way, okay? And I'm just gonna go on ahead and glue a piece of the DSP that we used on the top of the bag. I'm gonna put it on the bottom, down here. Okay. Just like that. And we open these, trim that off. We're gonna put this on the inside for our greeting. Okay, now we go to the front and I have a piece of Calypso Coral. And this is a piece of the DSP that is the Happy Forest Friends. I think from here on out, Stampin' Up! Has made the dies and the stamp sets, and sometimes I think that the DSP is all the names are matching for a change. It's been so confusing when they vary it just a little bit. It really makes it hard for everybody. All right, so we have Happier Than Happy for You, and I use the stitch shapes that's in the catalog right now, and a layered circle, one of the scallop ones. Put this on with dimensionals. These are the kind of pieces that it's hard to work with sometimes because you just never know what to put on those suckers. But I really like that little flower. Happier Than Happy for You. And then I came down and did a die cut of the stump of the tree. So we're going to put that there. So if you're not part of our group, you'll want to be part of our crafting group because Tina is going to be with us Tuesday night showing us on our stamp, ink, and paper crafting with Pam and Lola. She's going to show us how she did the frame with those beautiful lights. And so I will be putting that on my blog so you can click onto that. There's our little owl. And we're going to put some sequins. And actually, these sequins are from the holiday catalog. They were the ones that are sweet sorbet, but I still had a few of them left, and they work perfect. So we're just using them. You'll know if you've crafted with me before, you know when it comes to ribbons and it comes to gems and such, I go with the flow. Okay. Jonna, sometime we got to get you on here as a special. Look at that. Isn't that adorable? So stinking cute, okay? All right, now we have to get the handles on here. And my handles is going to be an old type of ribbon that I found that is Mossy Meadow. Okay, so we're gonna get the ribbon to go through here. Let's just cut 2 strips. 1, 2. Eyeballing it, not even attempting to measure. Okay. So we eyeball and we cut into 2 even strips. And we run this through. And I think I'm just going to tape that down. I don't think that, we'll try a tie. I'm trying to knot to see if a knot is big, but I think the knot will pull through. I think the knot, well, we'll see. I have a knot in it. So this is a Mossy Meadow ribbon that we had a couple of years ago, and I had a brand new spool that had never gotten open. So it's coming out. Okay. And I'm going to come back and tape those in there afterwards. And all I'll do is come in and put a piece of tape over that ribbon and fasten that ribbon to the inside of the bag, like so. Right across where my finger was holding it down. And that'll keep that ribbon handle there. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing on this side, and then you guys are going to see what's going in the bag. So, need about that much on that one. One more, and we're just about done. And except for not being able to hole punch it, I didn't do too bad. Okay, so we do this one. Oops, that one pulled right through. My problem is that I had too much of it. I knew it was going to be short. So let me get this knot if I can out. Hang with me. We're just about done. Okay. Okay, so now I have my ribbons. I will go in and I will tie that. But this is what's going in it. So grandbaby is on his way sometime in the next week or so too. His due date is in 2 weeks, but he is a big boy and we're hoping he comes pretty soon. So this is going to be a little gift for them. Found the little book. Their whole nursery is done in forest. Okay, so found the little book that's going in. Let's put a little tissue paper. Little tissue paper. Found the forest book, always in my heart. And then I am a keeper of a lot of things, including my son's Beanie Baby collection. His moose, his brown bear, his black bear, and somewhere in the house is the fox. Fiona had the fox when she was here, and I've got to find the fox. So somewhere in the house is the fox. So in goes the Beanie Baby from Evan when he was little, and his bear, and his moose. And that's happier than happy for our grandbaby who's coming. And I know that those Beanie Babies will be displayed in the in their nursery, because she happens to have a baby laying on a cloud that was given to my husband when he was a baby, and we gave it to her. It was in our nursery, and I gave it to Rachel, and she already has it displayed in his. So see, there's a whole purpose to all this. So there it is, guys. That's my gift bag. Happier than happy. I can take this to the hospital when the baby comes, and I'll have something of Evan's from years ago to give to him. All right, thanks for being patient with me. I'm going to have to go back and glue those in, but we are ready to finish. Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate it. Bye-bye.